afternoon as we're for the second match watch along of the afternoon as we watching along to Brentford taking on Arsenal. Hopefully be a good game, guys. Just bear with me a second as I just share the team news on the screen. Should be coming up on your screen now. There you go. As there you can see the team news. So we are off and underway, guys. Apologies, guys, a bit sniffly. It's temperature dropped all of a sudden. So let us know, guys. Drop your comments in. We'd like to hear from you, and let us know your thoughts on score prediction. So the ball has been knocked out of play on this near side for throwing to Brentford. Bang on the halfway line. Arteta looking pretty animated already on the touchline. As Brentford take the ball and throw it in, and now both sets of players challenge for it. Brentford working it down this near side as the ball crossed into the box. It's knocked away. As Brentford picking up the pieces further up the field, trying to knock it out to that far side, but it's intercepted by Arsenal as Brentford forced to knock it all the way back to the goalkeeper from the deflected ball. Now the goalkeeper kicking the ball long up the field. As both sets of players challenging for it. Oh, it's the only problem when you're sitting here. Get cold hands. So now Arsenal playing the ball out wide on that far side. I'd say now build from the halfway line, knocking the ball out to this near side as they come forward now into the Brentford half of the field. Brentford trying to challenge for it, but Arsenal managing to keep possession as they've fouled now, and the referee blows for a free kick to Arsenal out on this near side. And I think it's about 25 yards, maybe a bit further from goal, out on this near side. Good opportunity here for either a cross or a shot for Arsenal. So, I'm just coming up to 3 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. So we're just waiting for this cross now from Arsenal. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. Would be appreciated. And thank you if you've already hit it. Much appreciated. Cross comes in and it's headed out of play by Arsenal. So that's going to be a goal kick to Brentford. Stevie, how you doing, mate? Stevie saying hello, Gaz and chat. How's it going, Stevie? Good to have you with us, mate. And thank you, as always, for your help in the background and making yourself available, mate. Top man. Always appreciated. Wouldn't be able to do this as much streams as I do on the channel if it weren't for Stevie's help. So massive shout out to Stevie. Thank you, mate. Ken, how you doing, mate? Ken saying hi, Gaz and Stevie. Laundry done. Back to the fan den. Thank you, mate. Top stuff. Top stuff, Ken. Welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. So Brentford now challenging for the ball, but Arsenal have won it back as they play it back to their goalkeeper. So now the goalkeeper kicking the ball long down the middle. Both sets of players challenging for it in the centre of the park as Brentford managing to get the possession as they chip it back towards the halfway line. It's challenged by Arsenal, but Brentford managing to chip the ball over the Arsenal player there to keep the possession, as now Brentford with their possession on that far side, but forced to play it back to their defensive line as Arsenal pressing well from the front. Now Brentford play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. As the goalkeeper's kicked it out wide on that far side, but it's gone straight out of play. And that's going to be a throw into Arsenal. So Arsenal with the throw in, pretty much bang on the halfway line. Ball comes in as it's headed back in the direction it came from by Brentford. Arsenal regaining the possession as they eventually have knocked it out on that far side for a throw into Brentford. Stevie's saying, laugh out loud, Ken, welcome back. Nice one, Stevie. Yeah, top man. Ken is saying Brentford 2, Arsenal 1. Thank you, Ken. Ken with the early score prediction. Top stuff, mate. So Brentford. So Ken fancies a bit of an upset this afternoon then in this one. Thank you, Ken. Well, we've just had an offside here from Arsenal, so that's going to be a free kick to Brentford. Ken saying, have had to console a Burnley fan. Yeah, as I said, I'm not, as I said to you earlier, mate, not had a chance to watch much of Burnley this season, to be fair. But we'll try and cover them at some point. But yeah, they're struggling at the minute. As you say, they need somebody up front, don't they, to bang the ball in the back of the net. Ball knocked out on this near side for a throw into Brentford. Brentford now throw the ball in as Arsenal quickly win it back. Now Arsenal on the attack, but Brentford quickly come to challenge for the ball, winning it back and knocking it back to the goalkeeper. As now the goalkeeper chips the ball out wide to this near side. Brentford intercept it. Long ball up the field now as Brentford trying to work the ball down this near side in a foot race with Arsenal as they try to keep the ball in, but he ends up getting it mangled in his feet a little bit there and ends up running it out of play. So I think he's got the offside there anyway. So free kick to Arsenal, just right on the line of their box. So goalkeeper going to take this for Arsenal. So we're just coming up to 8 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. If you're just joining us, please do drop your score predictions in. Hit that like button, would be appreciated. And consider subscribing if you're new. As the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field here, and Brentford intercept it. Now Brentford trying to relieve the pressure, but Arsenal have won back the possession from a loose pass forward there. It's now Arsenal with the possession on this near side, coming towards the edge of the Brentford box. Brentford just sitting off momentarily as Arsenal play it back into the centre. Now working it out wide to that far side as and they come towards the edge of the box, attempted to play through the press there from Brentford, but the ball has deflected off one of the Brentford players and gone out for a throw into Arsenal on that far side. About 10 yards from the corner flag. So long throwing into the box for Arsenal as it's knocked away by Brentford. Now both sets of players challenging for it on that far side as Brentford trying to clear their lines and eventually Saka challenging it as the ball is deflected out. And I think it's going to be a corner to Arsenal. So corner to Arsenal on the far side. Stevie's saying, yeah, I'm rooting for Brentford in this one. Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, Stevie. Yeah. As you guys know, I'm trying to be neutral, but yeah, it would be interesting to see an upset. Ken is saying bees are buzzing thus far. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, I like it. So corner on the far side for Arsenal. Saka to take it. It's taking ages to take this. As the corner is whipped in, it's knocked away by the goalkeeper, but Saka intercepting it on that far side. Now knocked out towards the edge of the box, and shot comes in from Arsenal, but it's over the bar, and that will be relief for Brentford momentarily. Trossard with the shot, but as I say, the ball was always rising, and it's gone over the bar. So goal kick now for Brentford. Ball kick long up the field. As both sets of players challenge for it, but it's Arsenal that win the possession as now they play it out wide on that far side. Now Arsenal trying to come forward as Brentford quickly trying to get bodies back behind the ball as Arsenal knock it across the field out to this near side, but it's intercepted by Brentford. Now Brentford on the attack down this near side as they try to work through the press from Arsenal, and eventually there's a foul, little nudge there, but it's a soft foul. But the referee's giving it Arsenal's way. Arsenal take the free kick short, knocking it towards the edge of their box. Now played back to the goalkeeper under pressure from Brentford. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long out wide to this near side, and it's gone straight out of play for throwing to Brentford. His defenders didn't do him any favours there, passing it back to him while Brentford forward players were pressing the ball. So Brentford now with a throw-in on this near side, midway inside the Arsenal half of the field. Ball comes in as Arsenal now trying to work through the press, but Brentford chip it forward. As both sets of players trying to keep it in on the byline. Arsenal have come away with it. Now Arsenal trying to work through the press as Brentford with about 3 or 4 players on this near side trying to press the ball. Arsenal managing to chip the ball up the field as both sets of players challenging for it on the half line. Brentford winning it. Brentford chipping it forward as now they're working it down this near side, taking it to the byline. Arsenal, and it's just, well, that deflected off Arsenal, but the referee has given it as a goal kick, and Brentford looking frustrated there as they thought they'd won themselves a corner. And it did look like the ball, the last touch came off the Arsenal player. But the referee giving it the other way. So now, the goalkeeper's got himself in all sorts of trouble here. Oh, what is going on there? Well, the Brentford player there at the front had nicked the ball off the goalkeeper, knocked it to another Brentford player in the box. The goalkeeper was taken out of it completely. They took the shot, and luckily from Arsenal's point of view, they had a man on the line that blocked the shot, and then Brentford blasted it wide. But that all coming from a mistake at the back by the goalkeeper. Well, I've got to say it, guys, I'm completely neutral in this game, but Arsenal have looked shaky in these early stages at the back. Now, the ball kicked up the field as both sets of players challenging for it, and now the referee blows for a foul. Oh, yeah, that was a shocking. Wait till you see that later, guys, on the highlights. That was a bit of a shocking mistake there from the Arsenal goalkeeper, and it almost cost them. Luckily, as I say, from the Arsenal perspective, they had a defender on the line that managed to block the shot, but the goalkeeper was all over the place there. Now Arsenal with the possession at the back as Brentford pressing well from the front here. Now the ball played forward as Brentford win it back, and now Brentford playing it back to the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper knocks the ball long up the field as Arsenal intercept it, forced to play it back to the goalkeeper again as Brentford pressing from the front. Now the ball played forward down the middle as Arsenal now try to build from the back, knocking it out wide to that far side as now they push forward into the Brentford half of the field. Still on the far side, ball played forward to Saka. Saka now cutting it inside as he plays it into a teammate in the centre. Now it's knocked out wide on this near side as Arsenal attempt to get the cross in, but it's blocked off and deflected behind from Brentford, and that will be a corner on this near side to Arsenal. And don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. Would be appreciated. And thank you very much if you have already. So we're going to have this corner in a minute, but just the referee just checking on one of the Brentford players. as he went down in the box, holding his head. So obviously we know referees these days take head injuries very seriously, but he seems to be okay. He's back to his feet, and now we're going to have the corner for Arsenal on this near side. Well, what's going on here now? So Arsenal are just about to take the corner, and now the referee's having a word with Odegaard, and I don't see what he did wrong there. I didn't see an awful lot wrong. The Arsenal player taking the corner gestured as if he was going to take it, and then players ran forward towards him. Now the corner does come in. It's a poor one as Brentford knocking it away, and now the referee has blown for a foul on the edge of the box. So free kick to Brentford. So thank you for that, Ken. That was it. I'm just seeing a replay of the goalkeeper's mistake at the back, and that was really bad. Now the ball kicked long up the field and out wide to this near side as both sets of players challenge for it, and Arsenal have run it out of play here again. And the referee, I think, has given this as a foul. Yeah, so another free kick here for Arsenal, deep inside their own half, out on this near side. Arsenal playing it back to the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper knocks it out wide to that far side. Now Arsenal chipping the ball forward as both sets of players challenge for it. Brentford winning it back in the centre as they knock it out wide to that far side. Now trying to come forward under pressure as Arsenal try to challenge for the ball, but Brentford just play it backwards to come forwards as uh, now they do chip the ball back down that far side. Now played in behind as Arsenal in a foot race there. Reece getting back to challenge for the ball and force Brentford to play it backwards again. Now Brentford with the possession. As Arsenal winning it back with Saka on that far side. Now Saka chips it into the centre as Arsenal now come forward, working the ball up the field as it's knocked out of play by Brentford. And that will be a throw into Arsenal on that far side. Deep in the Brentford half. The ball thrown in and it's challenged by both sets of players straight away. And it's gone straight back out of play for another throw in. Now the throwing comes in as both sets of players challenge for it. Brentford now with the possession. Strong challenge comes in from Arsenal, but the referee waving it away. Well, that's questionable as Arsenal now with the possession. Knocked out wide to that far side. Saka with the ball as he cuts it back. Now Arsenal have got Brentford pressed back towards the edge of their own box as they try to come forward now down the centre. Ball played forward towards the edge of the box, but it's challenged by Brentford. Arsenal managing to win back the possession, though, as they knock it out wide to this near side. Very congested here as Arsenal forced to play it back into the second centre. Now knocked out wide to that far side as they work it out to Saka. Now Saka plays it back inside as Arsenal keeping the pressure on here, but not managed to get the cross or anything in yet as it's knocked back out wide to that far side. Brentford trying to press the ball to win it back, but Arsenal still with the possession at the moment. It's now Arsenal come back inside. Reece in possession as he just plays it back to the centre backs. And now Arsenal build again from the halfway line as Brentford just try to push out from the edge of their box a little bit. Now the ball played forward as Arsenal now knock it out wide to this near side, coming into the box as Brentford challenge for it. And eventually it's knocked out of play on this near side, and that's going to be a goal kick to Brentford. Don't forget, guys, if you just joined us, please do hit that like button. Just to let you know, we are on 21 minutes gone, and it's Brentford nil, Arsenal nil. It's been a cagey game so far, with Brentford giving as good as they've got, and Arsenal guilty of making a few mistakes at the back. They've got lucky so far; it hasn't cost them, but they have looked a little bit shakier than we might have seen in recent weeks in defence. So Brentford keeper now kicks the ball long up the field. It's headed out of play on that far side, and that will be a throw into Brentford just inside the Arsenal half. Ball thrown long now from the throw in as Brentford now trying to work the way down that far side. Ball played into the centre though as Arsenal challenge for it. Arsenal winning it back momentarily as Brentford not giving it up, and now Brentford trying to win it back as they do. And now played out towards that far side as Brentford now push up towards the edge of the Arsenal box, but Arsenal quickly shifting players across to press the ball, forces Brentford to play it all the way back to the halfway line. Now Brentford chip the ball long down this near side as they come towards the byline, but a challenge from Arsenal sees the ball deflected away, and now Brentford with the pieces picked up on the edge of the box, and the shot comes in, but it's over the bar. Well, this is an interesting game so far, guys. The ball is pinging about all over the place. We're having some poor clearances because that was an attempted clearance from Arsenal, but it ended up in the path of a Brentford player on the on the edge of the box, and he took the shot. Now the ball kicked long by the goalkeeper up the field as Arsenal with the possession on the halfway line. Now played out wide to that far side as Arsenal now coming forward, working the ball out wide to that far side still. As they now cut back inside with a long crossfield ball out to this near side. Now crossed into the box, but it's headed away by Brentford as Arsenal head it back in the direction it came from. Brentford head it back away though as Arsenal pick up the pieces further up the field. Now the ball played out wide to this near side as Arsenal trying to work through this press from Brentford. Arsenal now playing it back into the centre circle as they knock it out wide to that far side. Now played forward to Saka. Saka now plays it into the centre. Reece with the possession now as he knocks it out wide to this near side. Arsenal clearly trying to stretch Brentford here as the ball now with Martinelli. Martinelli coming inside looking for a cross, but he can't find enough space as he plays it back to Reece. And now Arsenal just knocking it about as they keep Brentford pressed back towards the edge of their own box. And now a cross does come in, but it's a poor one as it's headed over the bar, and that will be a goal kick to Brentford. Yeah, Tressard getting the header on it. So goalkeeper kicks the ball long down the middle of the field. Arsenal heading it back in the direction it came from as Brentford knock it away out to this near side for a throw into Arsenal, midway inside the Brentford half of the field. Arsenal now with the ball coming in as it's cut back, and now Arsenal with the possession on the halfway line. Now it's played out to this near side, but the referee's blowing with his whistle here. What's he blowing for? There's something wrong with the ball. So the referee stopped play. There's something wrong with the ball here. So we're back underway, and they changed the ball. Arsenal now with a possession. Played back towards the edge of their own box. And Brentford now coming to press the ball, and Arsenal almost getting themselves in trouble again. As the goalkeeper chips the ball out wide to this near side. Now Arsenal trying to play it forward as now they chip it over the top and working through that press, but Brentford intercept it on the halfway line as they run it out of play on this near side under pressure from Arsenal. Throw-in taken quickly as it comes back in. Both sets of players challenge for it, and now the referee gives a foul. So free kick. I think this has gone Brentford's way. Weren't a lot in that there, to be fair, guys. So we're going to have a free kick here for Brentford. Pure Loyalist, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Pure Loyalist saying, Gaz, Stevie, Ken, how's it going, mate? Good to see you, Ken. Sorry, good to see you, Pure Loyalist. Top stuff, mate. Welcome to the show. Free kick comes in. It's knocked away. It's Arsenal now winning the possession out on this near side. Now, Brentford trying to work the ball down this near side, but it's Arsenal that challenge for it. Arsenal unable to win it as Brentford knock it back to the halfway line. Now Brentford with a long ball forward, but it's intercepted by Arsenal, knocked away, and now Saka with the possession as he races forward down that far side. Now cutting the ball back into the centre as Arsenal knock it out to this near side. Looking to create a cross here if they can get one. Brentford getting bodies back behind the ball as Arsenal now with the possession as they play it out on that far side as Saka, and now Arsenal chip it into the box, but Brentford have knocked it away and it goes out for a throw in on that far side. But just noticing that Jesus up front is moving himself about. I've seen him on his left side, just seen him on the right side. So he's clearly, I don't know if that's a tactical thing from Arsenal, but clearly seeing that he's not staying central. He's working out on the wings, both sides of the pitch when he gets the chance. As now Arsenal with the possession on that far side, played back to the centre circle. As now Arsenal work the ball down this near side, coming forward towards the edge of the Brentford box. As Arsenal trying to look for a cross opportunity here, but Brentford marking well as they try to press to win it back. Now Arsenal just trying to work through the press on this near side as they do now. Play it into the box, and Arsenal almost getting the shot off there. Just Brentford managed to block it before Jesus could get an accurate shot, and it deflects out for a throw-in on this near side. Arsenal take it quickly as the ball played back into the centre. Now worked out to that far side. It's now Arsenal taking it to the byline. Attempted cross, but it's blocked off again by Brentford. And that's gone behind for a corner to Arsenal on the far side. So thank you for that, Pure Law. It's good to see you, mate. Stevie saying, chat away, Ken. Absolutely well said, Stevie. Ken is saying, just thinking of you, Pure Loyalist. Awesome. Yeah, you guys talk away. Top stuff. Pure Loyalist saying, oh, good, mate. Thanks. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. And thank you for dropping back in, mate. Good to see you. So corner on the far side for Arsenal. And Pure Loyalist saying, cheers, Ken. Nice one, mate. As now Arsenal with the cross from the corner. It's towards the near post, and they've not shot it and took the shot towards goal, but it's hit that side netting. In fact, I think it just come off the back of one of the Arsenal players. but hitting the side netting. So goal kick to Brentford. So if you just joined us, guys, it's currently Brentford 0, Arsenal 0. We're just coming up towards 31 minutes gone. Pure Lolly saying, been in and out, folks, while I comment and eat dinner. Who said men can't multitask? Enjoy your food, mate. Enjoy your food, and no problem. No worries. Thank you for that, mate. It's Brentford now working the ball down that far side and coming towards the edge of the Arsenal box as they're pushed away now by Arsenal challenging for the ball. Brentford keep coming though as they work it out towards the edge of the box, and now an attempted shot, but it's blocked off and deflected behind, and that's going to be a corner to Brentford on the far side of the pitch. So thank you for that, Pure Lollish. Yep, you enjoy your food, mate. Don't give yourself indigestion. Catch up with you once you've finished eating, mate. So corner here for for Brentford. It's the referee just blowing the whistle here through, and he's not happy with something. Stevie's saying, do you have a topic you want to chat about, Ken? Right, so we're getting some politicking going on here, guys. The referee being pedantic because two Brentford players standing over the corner and only one of them allowed to be off the pitch, apparently, which is stupid rule. Corner comes in. It's right into the mix of the bodies. It's headed away, but not cleared yet as Arsenal pick up the pieces on the edge of the box, and now they do clear their lines, knocking it up the field as Brentford race back to intercept it and knock it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ken saying half-time, farmhouse pork, bangers for mice. Yeah, you can't beat bangers. Stevie saying absolutely pure loyalist. Thank you, Stevie. And can't beat bangers and mash. And now Arsenal on the attack down that far side with Saka. Saka plays it forward towards the edge of the box, but Arsenal forced to play it back out wide under pressure from Brentford. And now they're looking for the cross opportunity, but Brentford not giving them the time they need here as Arsenal forced to play it back into the centre. Now it's knocked out wide from this near side as now Trossard with a cross into the box. It's knocked away and Arsenal trying to let it go out for a corner, but Brentford just doing enough there and they've knocked it out for a throw-in. So thank you for that, Stevie. Top man. Pure Lolly saying bikes, bikes, and more bikes, Stevie. Yeah, we'll be talking some bikes on Wheel Wonderland, hopefully. Kenny's saying atmosphere at Goodison on Sunday. Yeah, it should be a cracker, shouldn't it? That it's always a good atmosphere with Everton and United, particularly at Goodison. Be interested to see if they can replicate that atmosphere at the new stadium, won't it? I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of it, but it's starting to come together. But yeah, be a cracking atmosphere, that one. It can. Well said, mate. Brentford now fouled on that far side of the pitch, so the referee awarding a free kick. Stevie's saying, laugh out loud, pure lawless. We need Gaz's other channel for that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do some. I was trying to talk my mate Carl into it last night, but it looks like he's been a bit soft with the camera. So I'll, if need be, I'll do it on my own. Why not? I'll do it on my own. Everything else, so might as well. Amazing how many people are scared of a bloody camera. It's pathetic. I don't particularly like being on camera, but if you're passionate about something, then you get over it and you deal with it. Too many people worried about stupid stuff that's just doesn't matter once when you take it once, just forget that life is short, long time dead. So get over your phobias. But yeah, we will be doing some back chat on Wheel Wonderland at some point, guys. So thank you for that, Pure Loyalist and Stevie. You guys awesome. Thank you very much. So if you just joined us, guys, we are currently 0-0 and 36 minutes gone. Don't forget, please do hit that like button if you could, would be really appreciated. Keep hearing Arsenal fans bang on about how big their club is. Well, if that is the case, let's see it by you guys showing the superiority with likes for your club on our channel. Now the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field. And it's into, oh, what is Ramsdale doing here? Foul throw. And he's giving it back to Brentford. Brentford now with the ball crossed into the box, and Arsenal have knocked it away. And now Arsenal on the attack as they race forward. Space to run into here now as Arsenal coming down the middle. Ball played forward to Saka, but he's got it caught up on his feet. And Brentford managed to intercept it. Now Brentford knocking it out wide to this near side. As it's intercepted by Arsenal on the halfway line. But yeah, Arsenal's defensive mistakes are shocking in this game, guys. We're on it, we're just coming up to the 37 minutes gone, but already they've made about 4 mistakes at the back. And I'm not just talking little mistakes, I'm talking huge mistakes. Ramsdale not looking confident in goal at the moment. As Arsenal now knock the ball out wide on this near side. Remember, guys, I'm not criticising. I'm just giving you the facts. I'm neutral in this game. It's now the ball knocked out wide to Jesus on that far side as he cuts it back inside. And now Arsenal cross the ball out wide to this near side as they come towards the byline. Now looking for the cross. Forced to cut it back. Now Arsenal with a cross into the box. It's headed away by Brentford. But Arsenal picking up the pieces with Jesus near the back post, but he's ended up blasting it out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Brentford. So nice one, guys. Ken said Ian, Everett and Bolton. Yeah, they're doing really well, mate. Bolton sitting top of the league. I'm so buzzing with that, mate. That's where Bolton should be. I'm not saying they should be top, but they should be up there challenging for the top in that league. We're good enough to be challenging at the top in League One. So buzzing to see Bolton up there. Let's hope they can keep it going. But nice one, Ken. Thank you, mate. Stevie saying, I know, what an awesome result for Bolton today. I know, 7-0. Although it is only Exeter. I'm a realist, me guys. We have to be realistic. Exeter struggling at the moment near the bottom of League One. So fantastic result. You can only beat what's put in front of you, but it's easy to bang goals past the team low on confidence in it. So fantastic result. Buzzing. My team got the win, but as I say, we have to be a little bit realistic about the result. We did beat a team that's really struggling in confidence at the moment. Well, take nothing away from the lads. They can only do beat what's put in front of them, and they did the business today. Arsenal now working the ball out wide to Saka on that far side. Now Saka racing forward. 2 Brentford defenders trying to challenge for him as Saka takes it to the byline, but Brentford managing to intercept it as they knock it up the field. And now Arsenal winning it back as Arsenal now racing forward down the middle, pushed out wide on this near side, but they cut it back in. Arsenal with a shot, and the goalkeeper makes the save as it goes behind, and that's going to be a corner for Arsenal on this near side. So thank you, Stevie. Ken saying retro chocolate bars. I SA hashtag SA puzzle that Had retro chocolate bars. Yeah, you can't beat a bit of retro chocolate bars. Depends what it is, though. I know. Oh, now corner comes in. Do you guys ever see Chump anymore? That used to be. It was not chocolate. I think it was more like what's it called now? Like Arsenal now with the throw in, taken to the byline. Ball crossed in, but it's knocked away. But Arsenal picking up the pieces outside the box. Now played to Saka. Saka chipping it over the top, headed towards goal. And the goalkeeper makes the save, but he doesn't manage to clear it as Arsenal coming in at the back post and hitting the ball, heading the ball into the back of the net with Odegaard. Well, that seems a little bit cruel on the Brentford goalkeeper as he made the initial save, but he was in the air and he couldn't knock it away far enough. And Odegaard coming in at that back post has managed to nod it past the goalkeeper to give Arsenal the lead. So 41 and a half minutes gone, guys. Brentford 0, Arsenal 1. Well, I don't know if the VAR's going to look at this for a foul on the goalkeeper, but that's the possibility. So we're just having a VAR check at the moment. So thank you for that, Ken. Yeah, what the chocolate bar was talking about was chump. It was made of caramel, I think. Caramel and a light covering of chocolate. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I've not seen it for years. Pure Lolly saying potatoes, steak, pie, roast potatoes, peas. That's a dinner. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like a really nice dinner, that, mate. Hope you enjoy. Ken is saying squad you like. So we're just still having this bar check at the moment, guys. I'm not sure what you mean in there, Ken. Squad you like? Not sure there, mate. Sorry. Pure Lolly saying defo, Ken. Is that squid? Squid you like? I can't say I've tried squid. I've tried crayfish. I've tried. Yeah, it's going to be offside. So that goal is going to be ruled offside, I think, because we're just seeing there is an offside. So thank you, pure loyalist. So there you go. Chalked off the goal for offside. Pure loyalist saying the business mate. I think you guys talking about the movie, The Business. Ken is saying, ticked lots of chippies off. Sadly, too many are closing, like the one near Gres- Gresty Road. Yeah, I know, mate. There has been quite a few. It's not surprising. It's all these lazy people ordering McDonald's and God knows whatever else on that bloody Eat app. So yeah, I wouldn't order off that. People who are using that app are absolutely stupid, in my opinion. All for their convenience, selfish and lazy convenience, happy to put little small local businesses out of business just so they can have a convenient delivery. It's the way the world's going, mate. Don't get me started. Don't get me started about stuff like that, because uh, when I look at the British society, it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. But I'm not going to get into a rant about that. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, not too bad here. We've had a few local chippies shut near us, but not loads of them, only a couple. So we're not getting too bad where I am. Pure Lawless saying chump chocolate covered caramel or nugget gas. Chump, yeah, that's the one. Chocolate caramel covered. Yeah, yeah, you remembered it. Absolutely top stuff, Pure Lawless. Yeah, yeah. I used to eat loads of them when I was a kid. Now I can't stand them. If they were, I can't stand caramel now because obviously getting older, your teeth don't like stuff like that when you get older, do they? You get more sensitive teeth as you get older, so you can't eat stuff like that. Bring back my youth. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Kent is saying Highland Toffee. Yeah, Highland Toffee's good as well. Yeah, can't eat that anymore as well. I can eat a little bit of it, but just no, it just gets all gummed round your teeth, and you're doing all that business. Well, you didn't care when you were a kid, did you? It's now Arsenal with a free kick on this near side. Ball crossed in as it's knocked away. And now both sets of players challenging for it as Arsenal eventually winning it back, playing it out wide to that far side as uh, Brentford coming to challenge for it, but Arsenal managing to keep it as now Saka coming into the centre. He plays it forward. Now it's knocked out wide to this near side as Arsenal come towards the edge of the box. Brentford trying to press the ball as Arsenal just cut it back to keep the possession. Now played back into the centre again. I don't understand why Gabriel is so far back when he's not up front. Now the ball crossed in and it's knocked out of play on that far side. So that's going to be a throw in. We've got 3 minutes added on time, guys, at the end of this first half. So thank you, Ken. Yep, Highland Toffee, I remember that. I think you can still get that quite easily, actually. Ken saying Turkish Delight. Yeah, my mum used to like Turkish Delight. Wasn't never a big fan of it myself, but my mum used to really like that stuff. I can eat it, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite. But yeah, used to buy the special pack. They don't the special pack rubbish now for Christmas. Used to be able to get big packs of that for Christmas. So there goes the halftime whistle, guys. Pure Lol is saying it's Spud. Ken's saying gas. Spud. Right. Sorry, my bad, Ken. Spud. Yeah. I really love spuds that have been done in a fire. You know, when you wrap them up in when you like wrap them up in tin foil and just actually let them cook in the fire, that they taste so nice. Really, really nice. Don't know why, but it seems to bring a bit more flavour out in the potato. If there is such a way to do that, I don't know. But I always think they taste better. But obviously, you can't start a bonfire every time you want every time you want a spud, can you? But nice one, Pure Lawyers. Thank you, mate. So, guys, let's have a look at that stats at half time and see how that game has gone in numbers. So bear with me a second. You have to bear with me a second. I'm going to do these halftime stats. I'll come back to the chat in a moment, guys, but I really need to quickly nip to the toilet in a moment. So you'll have to bear with me a second. Sorry, I'm going to have to break off. I hope you guys can hear me. Just letting you know so you don't think I'm disappearing. I'm going to read out the halftime match stats and results. Come quickly back to the chat, and then I'm going to quickly nip to go to the toilet before the second half. So, up front, guys. So total shots, 3 for Brentford. 9 for Arsenal. Shots on target, 1 for Brentford, 2 for Arsenal. Possession, 30% for Brentford, 70% for Arsenal. Passes, 118 for Brentford, 264 for Arsenal. Pass accuracy, 65% for Brentford, 84% for Arsenal. Fouls, 6 against Brentford, 4 against Arsenal. Yellow cards, 1 for Brentford, none for Arsenal. No red cards. Offsides, 2 against Brentford and 2 against Arsenal. Corners, 1 for Brentford and 4 for Arsenal. So there you go, guys. Let's have a look what's going on in the other games around the grounds. Not going to read out all the results, guys, as I read them out before, but I'm going to let you know what's going on in the later kickoffs because we do have another game going on in the English Championship. And that game is currently at half time as well. And it's West Brom 1, Ipswich 0. So important game that in the Championship. Both of those teams trying to push up the league. So I think that's it, guys. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I think that's all we got. Right, sorry. Yeah. There's also one game in the Northern Irish Premiership, guys. Ludgal currently losing 1-0 to Dungannon Swift. 12 minutes gone in that one. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with the later kickoffs. Let's come back to the chat and thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. You're a gentleman. Thank you, mate. Ken saying puds you like too. Puds, no, I'm not a big fan of. You're talking about pudding, aren't you, with mincemeat? No, I'm spoiled, mate. I'm spoiled. My mum was always a good cook when I was a kid. My missus is a good cook now I'm older. So when it comes to things with meat, mince, and stuff like that, I prefer it homemade because I'm spoiled. My mum and my missus are really good cooks, so they can cook a lot better than what any pudding tastes like to me. I've never been a big fan of puddings. I don't know why. I know you can get steak puddings, but you get mince puddings as well. But for me, like I say, I'm a bit spoiled with the home cooking, so I've never took to puddings that much. But I like haggis, mate. I love haggis. I do like haggis. My missus can't stand it when I want haggis. She says it stinks. But I like it. Also like black pudding as well. Pure Lolly saying, no, Gaz, the dinner is the business I meant, mate. All right, my bad, mate. Top man, thank you. My apologies. Yeah, definitely. Sounds like you're having a good scran there, mate. Sounds like you're having a good nosh up. Pure Lolly saying, Ken, Highland Toffee was in class of its own. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know one thing I do like from the Highlands is, not what they call now, shortbread, Highland shortbread. Absolutely love the stuff. Really nice. So thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Ken saying so many good things to eat and drink. Shortbread. Yeah, Ken saying shortbread here. Iron brew. Battered Mars. No, I've never been a fan of battered Mars bars. I know people that like it though, but no, I'm not. Oh no. No, it's too much grease. No, not for me, that. I know people that like battered Mars bar. Do you know what they call it in Wigan? If you go to Wigan, apparently, you go to Wigan and ask for pie, pudding and peas. Pudding, what is it? Chips, pudding and peas, and they call it chips and baby's head. Baby's wet or something like that. Work that one out. Why would you call it baby's wet? I don't know. But that's what they call it in Wigan. Peas wet. What is it? Peas wet, baby's wet, or something. Baby's head wet, or something. They got some mad name for something to do with baby's head wet. Anyway, I can't remember exactly, but that's what they call it in Wigan when you ask for pudding, chips, and peas. Pure Lolly saying not to forget the boost. Remember the massive jawbreakers? They were like golf balls. Yeah, I know, mate. Have you seen the huge ones? I had one a few years ago. Them massive ones. They're that big you can't even get them in your mouth. You had to lick them. You had to lick them to get them to smaller side, but they were messy. But yeah, I do remember the gobstopper, mate. Absolutely. And Pure Loyalist saying Ken had them all, mate. Absolutely. Thank you, Ken, as well. Pure Loyalist, thumbs up as well. Top stuff, mate. Ken saying, I ate all the toffees. And Ken also saying, and Shocky too. Awesome. I don't know. Pure Lolly saying they were well named, Ken. They certainly shook people up. They did, yeah. Yeah, you're right, mate. Pure Lolly saying gobstoppers. Yep, they did. Yeah, jumbo gobstoppers. Do you remember them? I think you used to get them from Woolworths. Woolworths don't exist anymore, but you used to be able to get the giant gobstoppers from Woolworths, didn't you? Um, Ken is saying, surely not hinting I should Vermes La Bouche. Ken coming at us there with a bit of French. Ah. Stevie's saying, yeah, those big gobstoppers took about a week to get through. Laugh out loud. Absolutely well said. Yeah, you're right, Stevie. Ken saying, so Alex got through spam and the gum. And Ken saying, time for tea. Be back for part two of I Like Chocolate. Give me some more, please. Monsters, laughs, and fury. Furry friends, toffs, cheese, too. Okay, Ken, no worries, mate. You go and enjoy your food. And awesome. Yeah, no worries, mate. Go and enjoy your food. And yeah, see you hopefully in the second half if you're not too busy. But no worries. Thank you, Ken. Always great to have you with us, mate. And yeah, you go and sit and enjoy your food. Don't rush it, mate. Thank you, Ken. Top man. Texan bars. Yeah, I remember them. Oh, if we started, there's loads I could probably think up. Pure Lawless saying Woolworths don't exist anymore. They all chopped on, choked on gobstoppers. Yeah, they did. They did. I know, but when I was a kid, Pure Lawless used to be able to go to Woolworths with a pound, and you come out with like half a shopping bag full of toffees. So that's why I remember Woolworths because it was one of the best places to go. But I mean, it didn't last long. They started bumping the prices up as I got older. But I remember as a kid, you could go there with a quid, and you could come out with like half a shopping bag full bottles of pop, crisps, toffees, you name it. You could come out with absolutely loads for like a pound. It used to be great, but that was back in the days when you didn't get ripped off, didn't it? You know, when a penny sweet was a penny sweet. So yeah. Um, Right, guys, quickly, I'm going to jump off and go and quickly nip to the toilet before the second half. So if you're wondering where I've gone, please bear with me a second. I'll be back in a moment. Like I say, just going to quickly go to the toilet and I'll be back in 2 minutes. Thank you, guys. See you in a spot. Speak to you in a sec. Sorry, guys. This cool weather's making these coffees go straight through me. It's a bit fresher tonight, so not to worry though. Where was that? Team's just coming back out now, guys, so we should be back underway in a moment. Pure Loyal is saying, I know where you're coming from, Gaz. I was born in 1962. 1960, so you're a 60s kid, mate. Awesome. You remember things a lot better than me than what I remember. I'm an 80s kid, mate, so obviously, um, but I've studied loads about the 60s, absolutely loads. I love there's some stuff about the 60s I absolutely love, mate. Absolutely stuff. Some great films come out back then as well, particularly in the 70s. I like a lot of the storylines in a lot of the older films. Might not be as good as graphics as all this modern films and stuff like that, but the storylines were so much better, I think, in older films. Now they just seem to follow the same pattern, don't they? A lot of movies. Um, but yeah, but awesome. Thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Yep, great year, 62. I'm trying to think. I'm quite clued up. I'm quite interested in history. I'm a big fan of history. I love history. I'm trying to think of something significant that happened in 62. Well, I can think of one thing, but it's controversial. So yeah, I won't mention that. Um, but yeah, that's 62, wasn't that? Isn't that? I might be remembering this wrong, but maybe you can let me know, Pure Loyalist. Isn't that around Kennedy's time? 62, wasn't Kennedy president then? He was I'm not sure if that's the same. Yeah, I'm sure I might be getting it wrong, but I'm sure you'll let me know if I'm wrong. But I'm sure that was around Kennedy's time, wasn't it? So now we're back underway. Arsenal on the attack. As the ball knocked out wide to Saka on this near side. Saka crossing it into the box. And it's knocked over the bar. I think that's going to be a goal kick to Brentford. Stevie saying, I loved Woolworths. I know, yeah, it was great, wasn't it, Woolworths? Like I say, you could get, when you were younger, you could get all sorts there. It was brilliant. Really got value for money back then. I think that's why they shut, because they used to be a good place to shop for getting good bargains and stuff. But obviously, with things just keep rocketing up in price, I think Woolworths was starting to struggle to compete, which is a shame because it was a great shop. I remember there being a huge one in Bolton. They had a massive one in Bolton, but like I say, they shut it down. And I think the main thing was just struggling to compete with the big corporate companies, even though they were a big corporate company themselves. But yeah, I think they just struggled with the prices going up to be able to compete, didn't they? Thumbs up there from Pure Loyalist, top stuff, mate. So we've got a throw in on the far side for Brentford, right next to the corner flag. Stevie's saying, getting hungry now, talking about all this food, laugh out loud. I know, yeah, I'm same here, mate. I'm trying not to think about it, to be honest. Not had nothing to eat yet. Only had a light snack today. So Brentford with a throw in as it's knocked out of play again. So another throw in to Brentford, but a bit further up the field this time. But go and grab a bite to eat, Stevie. Pure Lol is saying it's true what Gaz is saying about what we were used to get. I could go further back than that. I bet, yeah, mate. I know. You used to be able to get some right bargains. So things have just become a rip-off these days, mate, haven't they? They really have. Absolute disgrace how much things are going up right now. But we're not going to get into politics. I'm going to stay away from that. Because whenever you talk about things, price of things going up, you can't help but start getting into the political aspects of it. So I think we'll stay away from that. But you're right, mate. It is. It's crazy, isn't it? How times have changed. But yeah, let me know, Ken. Pure Lawless. If 62, I'm sure that's around to Kennedy's time, isn't it? I'm sure it was. I can't remember. Like I say, I'm quite interested in history, but I'm not sure if I'm right there with the years. Now, the ball being challenged by both sets of players in the middle of the park, as Arsenal managing to win it back, playing it back to their defensive line and eventually knocking it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it long down the centre of the field. Both sets of players challenging for it now as it's Arsenal that come away with it in the centre circle, now pushed out wide on this near side as Brentford tried to challenge for it, but Arsenal still with the possession. Stevie said, so true, pure loyalist, massive uh, in, inflation. Absolutely, I know it's crazy, Stevie. It's now Arsenal with a cross into the box, but it's a poor one and it's bounced behind, and that's going to be a goal kick to Brentford. Pure loyalist saying, Stevie, it's like someone yawning continuously, continuous dinner talk. Yeah, no. We've had it before. I think we had some great talk. Last season, I think we had quite an in-depth talk with Joey, didn't we? About food. So yeah, nothing wrong with that, mate. As long as it's you don't mind talking about different things here on Fandom a little bit sometimes. So I hope everybody get to know each other a little bit better and share different topics of conversation occasionally. Pure Lolly saying, I was born, Gaz. I know, yeah, I know, mate. But obviously, I know what year I was born and some of the significant things that happened in the year I was born. I thought you might know, mate. No worries, no worries. Ken saying, pick a mix. Yeah, pick a mix. Yeah, you used to be able to get that at Woolworths as well, didn't you? Uh, you can still get that now, but it's. Have you seen the price of it? Flipping heck. You get half a bag of toffees and they charge you something like £5 for it. It's a rip-off. You used to be able to get exactly the same for that for about 50p back in the '80s. Crazy, innit? Pure Lolly saying, not sure either, Gaz. Okay, no worries, mate. No worries. No worries. Like I say, I just thought you might know that, but not to worry. Thanks for letting me know, mate. Pure Lolly saying, I'm lucky at times to remember who I am. Okay, mate. Stevie liking that. So I think we might be seeing Kai Havertz coming on shortly. He's just warming up on the touchline. Brentford knocking the ball back to the goalkeeper. Pure Lolly saying, Stevie, my missus is worse. She wakes up at time and says, who the hell are you? That's a good one, that. That's a good one. Brentford now coming forward. So they come in from that far side, racing into the box, getting the shot off, but it's just wide of that far post. So that's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Oh, sorry, guys. Been a long day. Stevie saying, laugh out loud. Oh my God, that's a good one. Yeah, it is. It is. Absolutely. And Pure Loyalist with a thumbs up. Top stuff, guys. Arsenal now on the attack as they play the ball out wide to Saka on this near side. Now pushing forward up the field as Brentford coming to challenge for it, but Arsenal cut the ball back into the centre. Now trying to play it out wide to that far side as they do eventually work through the press. Brentford trying to challenge for it though, but Arsenal just being pushed back at the moment as they're knocking the ball about inside the Brentford half, but forced back by Brentford. So now they eventually work it back down this near side to Saka. Saka plays it back towards the edge of the box. Now a cross comes in towards the far side of the box. Now Arsenal cross it back into the box, and it's comes out past everybody and out to this near side. Saka just managing to keep the ball in play. As eventually it's challenged by Brentford and knocked away for a throw in on this near side. Stevie's saying, "Do you have a wedding pic to hand to reassure her?" Laugh out loud. Pure Lolly's saying, "Still 0-0." Absolutely, yeah, mate. Still 0-0 at the moment. So corner on this near side for Arsenal. Saka to take it. Corner comes in towards the near post. Brentford heading it away. As now they just keep it in from as they kick the ball long up the field and it goes out of play right in front of the dugout. So throw into Arsenal. Ken is saying Lee Gunner and the Arsenal fans are scratching their heads. Sack Arteta. Mate, I've got no time for that, lad. I got no time for that, lad. I'm not going to repeat why. I'm not going to say why because I'm not sure I'm accurate. But I used to watch Arsenal. I still do occasionally watch Arsenal fan TV. But the person that you mentioned, no, no. Go and look up the history of that lad, and you'll find out why. You don't disrespect your own fans in the way that he has. Brentford now winning the ball back, but that doesn't surprise me, mate. There's a lot of glory hunting fans that Arsenal have that just these are the same people that were asking for Wenger to be sacked. You know what I mean? So I don't even listen to people like that. They're just glory hunters. Pure Lolly saying, Stevie, no, mate, a mirror. Yeah, okay. So Gabriel Martinelli has just been booked by the referee. So free kick now for Brentford. Ken is saying, here comes the mirror man. Thank you, Ken. Free kick comes in, it's long up the field. As both sets of players challenge for it. Arsenal managing to knock it away up towards the halfway line as both Brentford and Arsenal challenge for it. And the ball goes out of play right in front of the dugout on this near side. Bang on the halfway line. Brentford with the throw in. Pure Lawley saying Ken wasn't expecting this result. No, I don't think he was. Well, it's not a result yet, is it? Still early days, but you have to respect the opposition. This is what gets me with these big Premier League clubs and their fan bases. They don't want to respect the opposition. You want to, yes, Arsenal are a big club. Yes, they're a very ambitious club, and they've got some fantastic fans. But the reality is, you have to respect the opposition. And just because Brentford are a smaller club doesn't mean they haven't got a right to win and compete. If you can't have the wherewithal to show respect to the opposition, then you don't have the right to win. Simple as. I'll say that about my own club. My own club did it earlier in the season against Carlisle. Didn't show them enough respect and lost the game. You have to respect the opposition. Too many fans just think just because of the size of their club and the fact that they've got a few named players on the pitch, that gives them a God given right to win games. It doesn't. You earn the right to win. And the first thing you do by earning the right to win is the second you step on the pitch, you show respect to the opposition. So for me, Arsenal fans calling for Arteta to be sacked are just glory hunters, in my opinion. They've improved so much in the last 2, 3 years under Arteta compared to where they was before he took over. But some Arsenal fans don't want to acknowledge that. And there's also the old saying, guys, better the devil you know than the devil you don't as well. So, even if you're not a big fan of Arteta, um, he still might be better than somebody that they might bring in. But for me, I think Arsenal fans are bang out of order criticising him, to be honest, because he's let's be honest, still a young manager. He's still learning. This is his first job. He's going to make mistakes occasionally. Um, but considering he's so inexperienced as a manager, I think he's doing quite well. So for me, like I say, the Arsenal fans calling for him to be sacked are they're an embarrassment to themselves and the club, in my opinion. But that's just my thoughts, guys. You're welcome to share your thoughts in the chat. Arsenal now with a throw in on this near side. Ken saying, Pure Lord saying, Ken, old song, that one. Yeah, that Mirror Man, yeah. Arsenal now knocking the ball out wide to that far side. As now they cut the ball back into the centre. Working it out to this near side to Saka. Saka now coming towards the edge of the box as he cuts the ball back in. Now Arsenal with a cross, but it's deep and it's gone out of play. And that will be a free kick, a goal kick to Brentford. Ken saying, no, I've gone for a Brentford victory. Okay, Ken. Yeah, no, I weren't meaning you, mate. I don't know if anybody else was, but I wasn't directing that to you, mate. I was just talking generally. That's all, mate. Well, thank you for that, Ken. We could end up with a 0-0 if it carries on like this, mate. Ken saying they are a tough team to beat. They are. Absolutely well said, Ken. Brentford now with the possession on that far side as they chip the ball up the field. Long ball up, trying to get in behind the Arsenal defence, but Arsenal read it well and head it back to the goalkeeper. So if you're just joining us, guys, still 0-0, 60 minutes gone. Please do hit that like button if you could, would be appreciated. Ken saying, I'm only human. yeah, yeah, absolutely. Nobody's criticising you, mate. Nobody's criticising you. We're just talking generally. I'm responding to the comments that you guys make as well. But yeah, absolutely. Good shout, mate. Like you say, you've got to show respect to the opposition. Brentford difficult to beat. Pure Lol is saying, Ken, good to know. Absolutely well said. Pure loyalist. So throwing on the far side for Arsenal. Ball comes in. Now Arsenal with the possession in the centre. Knocked out wide to that far side. It's now they push forward. Coming towards the edge of the box. It's Jesus trying to play it in, but it's lost as Brentford now challenge, winning it back. Now Brentford racing forward as they now got bodies up the field. Arsenal with limited bodies behind the ball here is now Brentford chipping into the box, but the Arsenal goalkeeper reads that and comes to intercept it before Brentford can latch onto it. Now Arsenal playing the ball back out wide to this near side. Ken say mirror, mirror, dollar. Thank you, Ken. Ken also say man in the mirror, Michael Jackson. Yeah, I know. That was the song that I always liked the best for Michael Jackson was the Earth song. I thought that was a fantastic song. Unfortunately, because of things that's been found out since he passed away, his music doesn't mean as much anymore. People don't, which is a shame because he did sing some really good songs to try and bring people together. But unfortunately, people don't think well of him now, do they? Now Arsenal working the ball out wide to that far side as they come forward now towards the byline. Brentford challenging for it, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Brentford. So thank you for that, Ken. Ken also saying, I love the sound of breaking glass. Nick Lowe. And thank you, Ken. Ken obviously is one talking about music. Name rings a bell, but I can't think of it, to be honest, mate. Ken. Pure Lolly saying, well said, Gaz. Thank you, mate. Nice one. Top man, pure loyalist. Thank you, mate. Ball knocked out on that far side for a throw into Brentford. Ken is saying mirror in the bathroom, the beat. Oh, now Brentford knocking the ball into the box, but the goalkeeper has managed to win the possession there as Arsenal now play out from the back. Ball now played out wide on this near side as Arsenal play it forward to Saka, but it's almost intercepted by Brentford as Saka just managing to keep it, playing it back to their defensive line. Now played forward as Arsenal come forward towards the halfway line. Now a long crossfield ball out to that far side to Jesus as Arsenal push up into the Brentford half of the field. Brentford getting bodies back behind the ball as now Arsenal play it to Reese. Reese knocking it out wide to this near side as now Arsenal taking it to the byline. Attempted cross, but it's blocked off by Brentford and the ball bounces out on this near side for a throw-in. So thank you, Ken. Pure Loyalist saying winning is all about who's hungry. That's right, Stephen. Are you at your dinner yet, mate? So we're about to have a sub here. Nketiah coming on for Arsenal and Jesus coming off. So 65 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. Arsenal with this throwing on the near side. Stevie saying, already eating pure lollies, but talking about food, my lips was going laugh out loud. Well, Arsenal have just took the throw in, but as the throw in comes in, Arsenal have got caught offside. So it's going to be a free kick to Brentford. The goalkeeper comes out wide to take it. Thank you, Stevie. Pure loyalist saying, Ken, good bit of knowledge musically. Nice one. Well said, pure loyalist. Ball knocked up the field now as Arsenal regain the possession. And pure loyalist saying, Stevie, good man. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Top stuff. Pure loyalist. Now Arsenal chipping the ball long down that far side as now they come forward. Brentford trying to challenge for it, but Arsenal still working the ball up the field. Eventually, Brentford do manage to get a challenge in, and they've knocked it out of play on that far side for a throw into Arsenal midway inside the Brentford half. Arsenal taking it quickly as the ball comes back in. Now Arsenal playing it into the centre, knocking it out wide to this near side, and then back again as now it's played back to Saka. Saka cuts it back again as Arsenal probe in this Brentford defence. Saka forced to play it back into the centre though, as Brentford man marking quite well. And now Arsenal playing the ball out wide to that far side as they now look to get the cross in. Cross comes in, it's deep and it's headed over the bar by Brentford. As that will be a corner on this near side for Arsenal. So thank you, Pure Loyalist. Pure Loyalist also saying Arsenal aren't getting it all their own way. Brentford biting the bullet and holding them off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's well said. Good assessment of it, Pure Loyalist. Yeah, you got to prepare to match the desire, as you say, mate. Corner comes in and it's into the back of the net, but the referee had already blown the whistle. So yeah, just a bit of goings on in the box. So we're waiting for this corner, guys. The referee just having words with players. Saka now about to take it. Corner comes in, right into the mix of the bodies, and the goalkeeper manages to pluck it out the air and relieve the pressure for Brentford. Ken is saying, I love music, any kind of music, just as long as it's groovy. Awesome. Top stuff. Yeah, I do, mate. I love a lot of different variety of music, Ken. I do love a lot of different variety of music. I'm currently enjoying listening a lot to Xavier Rudd. I don't know if you guys know Xavier Rudd, but really enjoying his music at the moment. An Australian singer when he plays is very very multitask. What's the word I'm looking for? Very multitask guy. He can play a number of different instruments all at the same time. He's like basically a one man band, but some of his music is absolutely brilliant. Um, and he's a very peaceful man as well. So yeah, if you guys get a chance to check that out, Xavier Rudd, is loads of him on YouTube. Depends what kind of music you're into. Oh, now Brentford getting themselves in trouble at the back here as Arsenal almost nicking the ball off them in the box. Brentford have managed to play it out wide on that far side. Now space to run into as Brentford now racing into the Arsenal half. Not ball cut back into the centre as Arsenal getting the shot off. Sorry, Brentford getting the shot off, but the Arsenal goalkeeper manages to make the save quite comfortably and relieves the pressure for Arsenal. Kent is saying, love to sing too. I sing like uh, Gusta. Gusta. Okay, mate. Awesome. Top stuff. Pure Lawless with the claps. Thank you, mate. Top man. So Brentford back with the possession now at the back as Arsenal come to challenge for it. Stevie's saying, nice one, Ken. Absolutely nice one, Stevie. Top man. Ken saying, as for dancing, some might call it a legal body movement. Yeah, don't worry about that, mate. Don't worry about that. I can get jiggy. I love getting jiggy with it. Dancing's good for you. So Brentford about to make what I think is going to be a double substitution here. So it's Wise coming off and Yama coming off. Murphy and Baptiste coming on for Brentford. Pure Lolly saying 0-0 Brentford beats Arsenal. Going to be crystal ball. Thank you, mate. Awesome. So Pure Lolly's thinking it's going to end like this. Arsenal now with the ball played into the centre. It's now an attempted shot is blocked off and it's gone behind for a corner on the far side now to Arsenal. Thank you, Stevie. Ken saying, you shall go to the ball. Thank you, Ken. Stevie saying, it's looking that way, loyalist. I know, yeah, it is looking like a 0-0. Thank you, mate. Pure loyalist saying, Ken with laughing faces. Nice one, mate. Top stuff. Pure loyalist. Corner now for Arsenal on the far side of the field. Cross comes in from the corner. It's headed away at the near post as Brentford trying to clear their lines, but they've ended up knocking the ball out of play on that far side for a throw into Arsenal. Arsenal now trying to take it quick, but then decide against it. Pure loyalist saying more and more, Stephen. Thank you, mate. And Pure loyalist saying, I'm happy where I am, Ken. Awesome. Good to hear, mate. Ken saying, "Have I scared our female fan dinners?" No, we're not seeing any female fan dinners today, mate. In fact, there are quite a few regular fan dinners we've not seen today, but not to worry. Not to worry. We're not worried about that. Some fans might lose a bit of interest. We'll keep going though. As now Brentford working the ball down this near side as Arsenal come to challenge for it. And now the referee gives the foul. So we're just waiting. So it's going to be a free kick for Arsenal out on this near side where that challenge happened. So goalkeeper to come and take it. We're just coming up towards 75 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. Now the ball kicked long up the field as Arsenal now try to work the ball forward, trying to get in behind the Brentford defence. But Brentford challenging for it, winning it back as they kick the ball long up the field down this near side. Arsenal trying to keep the possession under pressure from Brentford, but Brentford have managed to nick it back. Now Brentford coming towards the edge of the box, looking to try and work through the Arsenal defenders there, but Arsenal have managed to knock it away and it's deflected behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. Pure Lolly saying, no, Ken, the missus is spending time with our daughter. Awesome. Awesome, mate. Well, hope she enjoys her afternoon. Absolutely. Family first. That's the right way to be, mate, as best you can. Although sometimes it's difficult with family that don't have that same thinking in it. Believe now the ball kicked along up the field. As now Brentford with the possession, chipped forward. Now Brentford with the possession, knocked out wide on this near side as Arsenal challenging for it, winning it back. Now Arsenal playing it back to their centre-backs as they try to play out from the back. Now ball kicked long up the field up towards the halfway line as Brentford managed to intercept it, kicking it back in the direction it came from as Arsenal pick up the pieces from the loose ball. But Brentford quickly coming to challenge for it and won it back as now Brentford marching forward, coming into the box, trying to get the shot off, but Arsenal just done enough as Brentford taking it to the byline. Oh, and it's all towards the box. Well, I thought Brentford had scored there, but some last-ditch defending on the goal line for Arsenal sees Brentford miss the opportunity as they kept it in play, came back in with another shot, but by that time Arsenal had managed to reorganise their defence. Was that a handball? So Zinchenko with the goal line clearance. Brentford now kicking the ball. Sorry, Arsenal kicking the ball long as Brentford winning it back. I'm getting tongue-tied a lot today, guys. My apologies. Brentford now knocking it out wide to this near side. As Arsenal challenge to win it back. Now Arsenal win it back as eventually the referee blows for the foul. Yeah, apologies for some of the mistakes, guys. A bit tired today, so I think I just keep describing it a little bit wrong sometimes, just through bit tired. I know that because when I'm not tired, I notice how much accurate I am at describing it. But sometimes the tiredness just really affects your focus a bit. So too many early mornings and late nights for me, guys. That's what's affecting me. Ken is saying I meant Minimo and Kira. Yeah, I kind of get what you meant, man, mate. I think Minnie's probably at work or something today. She does work a lot of late afternoons, early evenings. Obviously, when she first started showing up on as part of the fandom community. She did tell me that she worked a lot of evenings, so she might just be at work, mate. It's totally understandable. She's not if she's working, that she's not going to have much time for the football. Yeah, Kira, I've not seen for a wee while, to be honest, mate. But I don't get. I try not to get stuck on individuals. Um, if people want to be part of the fandom community, they're gonna find a way to find time to come and get involved, aren't they? Um, but yeah. Now Arsenal with the possession on the edge of the box. They play it out wide on that far side. Now Arsenal with a shot from distance, but it's wide, and it was Reese with the shot. But thank you for that, Ken. Yeah, don't think they're about today, mate. Or if they have, they haven't popped in the chat. But thank you, mate. Top stuff, Ken. Pure Lolly saying my mistake, Ken. No worries, mate. No worries. So corner on the far side for Arsenal. Ken is saying, so long as you don't bring your daughter to the slaughter. Thank you, Ken. Mr. Barnsley is saying, come on, Arsenal. How's it going, Ryan? Welcome to the show, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good afternoon, mate. You'll say my daughter is a Rangers and Man City fan. She talks about nothing else, mate. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for that. Pure lawless. Now, wrong with that, mate. I like fans that support more than one club. Shows they're true football lovers, in my opinion. But thank you for that. Pure lawless. Ken saying, hi, Mr. Barnsley. The Gunner YouTube channel are cursing Arsenal and Arteta. Well, that's because they're sad. They're sad. Call themselves football fans, and they can't look out past their narrative. Pathetic. Arsenal now chipping the ball forward. Brentford with the possession. Arsenal win it back. Now on the edge of the box. Knocked out wide to that far side. It's now Arsenal with a cross into the box, but the Brentford keeper manages to pluck the ball out of the air, and that released the pressure momentarily for Brentford. And laugh out loud from Mr. Barnsley. Thank you, mate. Pure Lolly said, Mr. Barnsley, hope you are well. Al, good this side. Thank you, Pure Lawless, top man. Thank you, mate. Loving the positive vibes. Ken saying, nine don't understand these top. I don't understand these top club fans and Robbie's in the jungle. Not the Celtic one. Are you talking about Robbie off? I think he's talking about Robbie off Arsenal Fan TV. I think, isn't he? I think. Although I'm not sure what you mean by that, Ken, but apologies, mate. Not following you there very well. Mr. Barnes is saying we are good. End up 2-2 in our game. Awesome. Good to hear, mate. Good result for Barnsley then, keeping in the hunt. And it's now Arsenal winning the ball back, playing it out wide to this near side as they chip it forward. It's intercepted by Brentford as they knock it back towards the Arsenal goal, and the Arsenal goalkeeper manages to pluck it out the air. Now, Arsenal on the attack as the ball rolled out to that far side. Now coming forward into the Brentford half of the field as they work the ball towards the edge of the box. Brentford challenging for it, winning it back. And eventually they managed to knock the ball out of play on that far side for a throw into Arsenal. So, yeah, good to hear, Ryan. Awesome, top stuff, mate. Pure Lolly saying, Mr. Barnsley, still a point, adds, still a point added, mate. Absolutely well said, top stuff. Pure Lolly's loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Mr. Barnsley saying, yeah, man, awesome, thank you. Arsenal now with a shot from distance, but the goalkeeper's made the save. as it's knocked away out to this near side. Ken saying 1 point more than Pompey today. Yeah. Pure Lawley saying fair point, Ken. Absolutely, yeah. Mr. Barnes is saying on Tuesday night we got Wickham. Interesting. Should be a good game, mate. Well, keeping yourself in the hunt is all that matters, Ryan. Mr. Barnsley, just keeping in the mix at the top is that's what matters at this stage of the season, and you guys are doing that. So hopefully keep the momentum going, mate. So ball has gone out on that far side for throwing. Ken is saying at home. And Ryan answering, yeah. Cool. Yeah, that should give you guys a bit of an advantage. Arsenal taking an edge with this throw-in as now they eventually do take it when the boos go round the ground. Ball knocked up the field. It's now Arsenal on the attack. Ball played out to that far side. Now Arsenal with a shot from distance, but the goalkeeper again getting down low and making the save. Arsenal looking more and more frustrated in this one, Mr. Barnsley. So thank you for that. Ken is saying, Mr. Barnsley, thank you, Ken. Pure Lawley said, Mr. Barnsley, are you expecting a good win? I should imagine so. I should imagine so. He might have jumped off, mate, as I'm seeing low numbers now. Ian saying, hi, Den, mate. How you doing, Ian? Welcome to the show, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend, mate. And good to see you. Top stuff. Ian, welcome to the show, mate. And don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. I've not mentioned it too much today, but appreciate it if you could. Now the ball kicked up the field. What are you making of this, Ian, with Arsenal struggling to break Brentford down? Brentford now with the possession on the halfway line as they knock it about and are forced to knock it back to the goalkeeper under pressure from Arsenal. Now the ball played out wide on that far side as it's chipped forward. Arsenal winning the ball back on the halfway line. Ian saying, come on, you Gunners. Thank you, Ian. What are you making of the game, mate? Are you frustrated or did you expect this? I personally myself, I think Brentford were always going to be a tough ask away from home. They're a scrappy team, and that's what they're going to use. They're going to try and do everything. They played well. Arsenal have played well, apart from a few defensive mistakes. What do you make of it, Ian? I'm presuming you might have been watching it. Few mistakes at the back for Arsenal today, uncharacteristically. Arsenal now playing the ball out wide again as they're forced backwards. Now coming forward down that far side as they look to try and get a cross in, but it's blocked off by Brentford. But now Arsenal managing to play through the press as it's played into the centre. And now Arsenal coming into the box as Brentford managing to knock it away. Arsenal head it back in the direction it came from as it's cleared away, but now Brentford knocking the ball long up towards the centre circle as it's intercepted by Arsenal. Pure Lawley saying, all right, Ian, nice one, mate. Oh, what a gentleman. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. Loving the positive vibes. Pure Loyalist. Top man. And Ken also, hi Ian, top stuff, Ken. Thank you, mate. Arsenal now playing the ball out wide to that far side again as they come into the box, cutting it back. Now Arsenal with a shot, but it's blocked off by Brentford and knocked back up the field. All Arsenal at the moment, guys. So thank you, Pure Lawless and Ken. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Arsenal now coming again as they play the ball out to this near side to Saka. Now Saka with a cross. It's deep, headed down, and it's into the back of the net. Havertz coming in at the back post, and he's managed to find a way past the goalkeeper. 88 and a half minutes gone, guys. Brentford nil, Arsenal 1. Ian is saying, how did your team do? I was watching football between Burnley and West Ham. My team won today, mate. My team. Really good result, actually, although we did play weaker opposition today, but still a good result. And top of the league now, mate. My team top of the league now. So, yeah, I'm a happy chappy apart from the fact that I keep missing so much of my own club's football. I might have to start switching the attention a little bit more towards my own club because it is frustrating missing out on so much good results for my own club. I've seen plenty of bad ones over the years, guys, believe me. So we're having a substitution here for Brentford. Lewis Potter coming on. Kent is saying, I've had to console a Burnley fan. None of our teams lost and Jay's play Sunday. Yeah, Rangers playing tomorrow. They've got did it finish 1-1 with Celtic and Motherwell? I think it did, didn't it? Yeah, so Celtic dropping points today. So that gives Rangers the chance to close the gap. Now Brentford with a ball out on this near side. Ball crossed into the box. It's headed away. As Arsenal now trying to clear their lines, but it's intercepted by Brentford further up the field. Now Brentford with the possession again as they chip it out wide to this near side, but it's cut out by Arsenal and goes out for a throw-in. So Brentford with the throw-in. Deep inside the Arsenal half of the field. Ken is saying, I listened to the Clarets game and interacting on the den. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Ken. It's been a pleasure having your company this afternoon, mate. So ball crossed into the box, but the referee blown for a foul here. So free kick to Arsenal. We're into 4 minutes added on time, guys. We're already into a minute of it. Ian is saying, developer who streams on here is an Arsenal and Bolton fan. I'm a Bolton fan, mate. I'm neutral when it comes to Arsenal. I wish them well, but as I do with all clubs, but I try to be neutral as far as every other club's concerned as best possible. Right. I think he's talking about another channel. My bad. Sorry, Ian. I didn't understand you there. I don't know that other channel. I don't know that other channel. Now the ball played out wide on that far side. I don't know how somebody could be a Bolton fan and an Arsenal fan, though. That's strange. Pure Lolly saying, after all the efforts by Brentford, Denver will be doing cartwheels and Arsenal scoring. With Arsenal scoring. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Pure Lawless saying, Ian, I'm a member of Devlin channel. Okay, cool. And Ian saying, I meant Devlin and Jamza. Okay, mate, no worries. Thank you, guys. I don't know what channels you're talking about. And it's now Brentford knocking the ball out on that far side. I don't really have time to watch other YouTubers at the moment. And if I do, it's normally people I'm trying to work with or seeing if I can build a positive working friendship with if possible. But unfortunately, a lot of YouTubers not that positive. So got a lot of research to do with that yet. But now Brentford knocking the ball out wide on that far side as they now come forward, playing the ball into the centre. But it's back, knocked back out wide on that far side as now it's chipped forward into the box. And Arsenal have managed to knock it away out to this near side for a throw into Brentford. So Brentford with a throw in deep inside the Arsenal half. Pure Lawley saying, I know of Jamza. No, I've never heard of him. Like I say, mate, I've not got enough time to look for other YouTubers, to be fair, at the moment. I want to go and research, but just not had time. And Brentford take the throw in, long ball into the box, and the goalkeeper comes to take it. And Arsenal have won it as the final whistle goes. I think they can thank themselves lucky here this afternoon, guys, as they've had a bit of a scare with Brentford almost capitalising on Arsenal mistakes. And they're all hugging the goalkeeper, Ramsdale, but I don't know why, because he's had a poor game, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Let me know if you think differently. So, guys, at full time, it's finished Brentford 0, Arsenal 1. Let's have a look how it looks on the match stats at the end of the second half. So let's So there we go, guys. There's the halftime match stats. As you can see, total shots 9 for Brentford, 15 for Arsenal. Shots on target 3 for Brentford, 4 for Arsenal. Possession 30, 36% for Brentford, 64% for Arsenal. Passes 294 for Brentford, 503 for Arsenal. Pass accuracy 64% for Brentford, 81% for Arsenal. Fouls 9 for Brentford, 7 for Arsenal. Yellow cards, 1 apiece. Red cards, none. Offsides, 2 for Brentford, 3 for Arsenal. And corners, 1 for Brentford, 8 for Arsenal. So there you go, guys. That's how the table looks. Arsenal sitting top of the league, a point ahead of City, 2 points ahead of Liverpool. But let's be honest, guys, they got lucky today. They got lucky. Brentford give them a bit of a scare. And I bet that silenced the haters of Arteta with that goal. But Brentford still in a healthy position, sitting 11th in the table. Just to let you guys know what went on in the other game in the English Championship. It's finished West Brom 2, Ipswich 0. That's a full-time result, and also was one later kickoff in the Northern Irish Premier League. Logal currently losing 2-0 to Dungannon Swift. That game 75 minutes gone, so still 15 minutes to play plus added on time. Pure Lawley saying, very lucky win, but it's a win. Catch up soon, folks. Take care and all the best. Cheers, Gaz and Stevie. Thank you, Pure Lawley. enjoy the rest of your evening, mate, and your Saturday. Hope you enjoy your night, and best wishes to you and your lovely missus, mate. Thank you, as always. Really appreciate your company and conversation, and look forward to seeing you again on a future stream, mate. And if I don't manage to catch you tomorrow, hope Rangers get a good result for you, mate. Enjoy the game if you go in, and stay safe. And as I say, hope they get a good result for you. Thank you, Pure Lawless top man. Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. Stay safe and well. And as I say, best wishes to you and your lovely missus. Also, quick mention, Ian, thank you for dropping in, mate. Pleasure to see you, Ian. Thank you. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to just a minute. Sorry, guys, my battery was about to die. Just had to quickly plug it in before it died. So yeah, so Ian, thank you for dropping in, mate. Good to see you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend, mate. Stay safe and well, and hope you enjoyed the football this afternoon, mate. Always a pleasure to see you, Ian. Thank you for dropping in, mate. And like I say, best wishes to you as well. Also, Ken, massive shout out to Ken, who's been in the chat a lot today. So thank you for your conversation and company, Ken. Fish, always a pleasure having you involved, mate. I know I struggle with some of your messages sometimes, but it's always a pleasure having your company and conversation. And thank you for making the effort to be positive. Always appreciated, mate. Look after yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And also, hope you enjoy the game tomorrow for Rangers. Hope they get you a good result, mate. And also, finally, a quick mention to Mr. Barnsley, who dropped in earlier for a brief time as well. Thank you for dropping in, Mr. Ryan Barnsley. And also a quick mention to Stevie, our moderator, who always working in the background to help us out. So big shout out to Stevie. He actually had other plans today, but I managed to convince him to stay with us, which it's really appreciated, Stevie. So massive shout out to you, mate. Stevie there saying thank you. Thanks, loyalist. Have a good evening. Thank you, Stevie. Top man. So yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here and go and grab some food. Been on for double streams today, so I'm quite hungry now, as I've only had a little snack today. But hopefully, see you guys either later on in the weekend or next week sometime. But like I say, my best wishes to all you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe and well. And I look forward to enjoying your company and conversation on future streams. But that's it from me for now, guys. All the best. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.